On this day in 2014, October 5th, we lost. We fought. We never knew we were gonna lose such a talented man in Formula One. His name was Jules Bianchi. Jules Bianchi was a rising star in the making in Formula One. He moved up the series from GP2, winning the GP2 championship. I'm not sure if he won the GP2 championship, but he definitely won a lot of races and got the attention of several teams. He was the mentor of the great Charles Leclerc. He drove and tested for Ferrari in F1 in 2009, doing several tests. In 2014, doing a private test at Silverstone for Ferrari. Also doing tests for the Sahara Force India F1 team at the time, driving the car, including at the Spanish Grand Prix that year, in 2012. He got a lot of FP1 sessions, as I said, but in 2013, he managed to get a seat with Racing Marussia, He managed to get a seat with Marussia. He scored 0 points, but still. In his debut in Australia, he scored the 11th fastest lap of the race. He won Rookie of the Year as well. In 2014, he scored Marussia's first F1 points at the Monaco Grand Prix. Although he finished 8th, he got a time penalty, which only dropped him 1 place down to 9th spot. But at the 2014 Japanese Grand Prix, something was bound to happen. This is the story of Jules Bianchi. Bianchi was born in the city of Nice on August 3rd, 1989, and is the godfather of Formula One 6-time race winner Charles Leclerc. Bianchi's exposure to motorsport started at the age of 3 years old through karting, and was facilitated by the fact that his father owned a karting track. Since age 17, Bianchi was professionally managed by Nicholas Todd. In 2007, Bianchi left karting and raced in French Formula Renault 2.0 for SG Formula, where he finished as champion with 5 wins. He also competed in the Formula Renault Euro Cup, where he had 1 pole position and 1 fastest lap in 3 races. In late 2007, Bianchi signed with ART to complete the Formula 3 Euro Series. In 2008, Bianchi won the Masters of Formula 3 at Zolder, and also finished 3rd in the 2008 Formula 3 Euro Series season. Bianchi continued in the F3 Euro Series in 2009, leading ART's lineup along with rookie teammates Valtteri Bottas, Esteban Gutierrez, and Adrian Tambay. With 8 wins, Bianchi sealed the title with a round to spare at the Jean-Prenois. He then added a 9th win at the final round at Hockenheim. He also drove the Formula Renault 3.5 at Monaco, after SG Formula acquired the cars formerly run by Kurt Mollenkes. Bianchi drove for ART at the subsequent GP2 Asia season. At the 2010 GP2 season, he competed in 3 of the 4 rounds of the GP2 Asia Championship. In the main series, Bianchi took 2 pole positions and a number of points positions before he was injured in a first lap crash at the Hungarian Grand Prix. In a feature race, he spun into the path of the field, exiting the first corner, was struck head-on by a Hoping tongue, sustaining a fractured second lumbar vertebrae in the process. He was 4th in the championship at the time despite of his injury. However, despite initial pessimistic assessments of the severity of his injury, he recovered to take part in the next round of the championship. Bianchi remained with HRT for 2011 and was partnered by GP3 Series champion Esteban Gutierrez. He starred in the first 2 rounds of the 2011 GP2 Asia Series, holding off Roman Grosjean's victory in the feature race and gained fourth in the sprint race, but he was later penalized. He finished runner-up to Grosjean in the championship in the main series. Bianchi finished third in the championship behind Grosjean and Luca Filippi. In 2012, he went on to the Formula Renault 3.5 series. Following his one-off appearance in the category in 2009, he signed for the Tech 1 racing team and was partnered by Kevin Corges and later with Daniel Abt. He finished second in the title race, narrowly losing out to Robin Frijns in the final round. Bianchi had tested for several teams in Formula 1 before then, such as Force India and Ferrari, but in 2013, he was going to make his debut with Marussia Racing. Despite not scoring any points in the season, he still got Rookie of the Year. In 2014, that was ready to become. Marussia were targeting for points. At the Monaco Grand Prix, Bianchi started way at the back of the grid, but finished 8th after a daring move on Kamui Kobayashi. However, because of the move, he got a 10-second time penalty, or was it a 5-second penalty? Either way, despite that, he only lost at one place, meaning Marussia got 2 points in their team. But that would be as good as it got, however. At the 2014 Japanese Grand Prix, the race was held under torrential conditions after Typhoon Fanfon in the unfading daylight. On lap 43, Bianchi lost control of his car and veered right towards the runoff of the outside of the Dunlop curve at turn 7. Meanwhile, Adrian Sutil spun off at the same corner on the next lap, I suppose. Double wave yellow flags were waving. However, Bianchi lost control of his car at the same spot and collided head-on into the recovery vehicle, which was carrying Sutil's car. The Marussia was damaged by the roll bar as it slid under the wheel loader. The impact was such that the wheel loader was partially jolted off the ground, causing Sutil's Sauber, which was suspended in the air by the crane, to fall back to the ground. The race was stopped and Lewis Hamilton was declared the winner. Bianchi was reported as being unconscious after not responding to either a team radio message or a call by the marshals. He was treated at the crash site before being taken to the ambulance by the Circus Medical Center. Bianchi was further transported to ambulance for 32 minutes under police escort. The destination was the nearest hospital. Among his first hospital visitors after the Grand Prix were Marussia CEO Graeme Lowden and team principal John Booth, as well as Ferrari's team principal Marco Masciati and fellow driver Felipe Massa. Bianchi's parents arrived the next day, and 3 days later there were other children, as well as Bianchi's best friend Lorenzo Leclerc, the older brother of his godson Charles. He was a good man. Bianchi died on July 17th, 2015, aged just 25, from injuries sustained at the time of the accident at Suzuka 9 months earlier. His death made him the first Formula 1 driver to be killed on track or from a racing incident since Ayrton Senna in 1994. The funeral service was held at Nice on the cathedral on July 21st, 2015. Several drivers came to the funeral, including Alexander Wurst, Esteban Gutierrez, Alain Miknish, Alexander Rossi, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Nico Rosberg, Jenson Button, Sebastian Vettel, Jean-Eric Vergne, Marcus Ericsson, Roberto Merri, Adrian Sutil, Valtteri Bottas, Pastor Maldonado, Pedro de la Rosa, Roman Grosjean, Daniel Ricciardo, Felipe Massa, Alain Prost, and Nico Hülkenberg, as well as Olivier Panis, Daniel Kvyat, and his teammate Max Chilton. Bianchi is one of the drivers who should have been had it not been for his accident. He was in talks to sign with Ferrari for a future deal, probably from 2015, which Sebastian Vettel took the seat instead. At the Hungarian Grand Prix, which was the first race since Bianchi's death, Sebastian Vettel came on the radio after winning the race and said, "Forza Jules, you would be in this car if that crash not happened." It's been 10 years since his accident. Some fans still haven't come over it. I don't blame them because I don't seem to have come over it either. He remains one of F1's lost prospects in F1, but to this day, his legacy will carry on forever.